What's good, people? What's good, y'all? Trying to fix my seatbelt right here. It don't retract back. It don't retract back on its own right now, so I have to manually, put it back in its default place. Welcome to Mansuit Monday. I'm here to motivate, inspire, and lift you all the way up. Lift you all the way up. It's gonna be a beautiful, fantastic day. I just got finished eating my little breakfast here, and I'm sitting here at a particular place. I'm trying to get something else fixed on my truck. I don't like the fact that it's sprinkling and raining outside. That's stupid. But I think a lot of people was asking for the rain in the city. I feel like people was like, man, it's too dry and all that. So somebody was praying for rain. I believe somebody wanted rain. So it's gonna be raining, kind of back and forth between rain and then over the next, I think, 5 days or something like that. But with bits and parts of the sun poking its way out and giving us some sunshine. What's up, lady? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Early in the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Anyways, I want to talk about some. I feel like I talked about this. I might have talked about this in a different video, but I want to go into like the deeper depth. Yeah, I want to go into deeper depth today because I'm running into a lot of people that either it's one. I feel like it's one of three excuses. Either they're genuinely lazy. 2, which I'm hoping maybe they just possibly don't know. 3 is possible lack of time and just kind of lack of discipline. So it's not that they don't want to do it. They find a hard time, fitting it in because of all these different things going on in their life. And I'll give that somewhat of the benefit of the doubt that maybe some of us are that third option. But I really feel like a lot of people is this option 1 and 2. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So today I want to talk about your breath. And this might be come off a little bit of a comedic video, and I probably will be a little comedic about it, but I'm serious about it. I'm running into a lot of people, just in general, men and women, that their breath is bad. People be having bad breath, like for real, and it feel like it's almost normalized. I'm running into more and more people with just bad breath. Either have bad breath, some people got bad teeth, bad breath. Sometimes you can even see like the plaque on people's teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy work. And I guess that it all depends on how you grew up or what you was taught. You know what I'm saying? Do people have dental insurance and stuff like that? I guess maybe some people really can't afford. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but before I get into it, right, and I'm gonna go through depth of like what I do, only because I want to help people. Like I genuinely want to help people who either may not know or may want to hear some things, maybe get some suggestions that might actually help them, like for real. So like that's the point of today's video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna start with me, right? And the reason I'm talking about this is because I was bad for it. You know what I'm saying? I was bad for it. You feel me? So growing up, we always had some type of insurance, or we had something going on to where we was able to hit the dentist like every 6 months out the year. So I grew up with that. You know what I'm saying? Being able to hit the dentist every 6 months to get a cleaning and all that good stuff. And then I had braces and all that for about 2.5 years to straighten my teeth. And thankfully, I feel like the dentist really helped like get me right. But I had real bad dental habits. I had bad dental habits. And so I had actually, and like I said, I'm putting myself on Front Street before I get into, instead of just talking about people, I'm gonna talk about me, right? This is just my testimony. This is like part of my story, right? That I used to get made fun of for having bad breath, like real bad breath. I used to get made fun of a lot about it. You know what I'm saying? I had cousins, homeboys and stuff like that. They actually made fun of me about it for years that I didn't really take serious. And then I think about the different, the relationships of different women that I had over the years. And I think about, the one night stands and different things like that. I had some of these women, and maybe some of these women did let me go because of that particular reason. It could have been other reasons, obviously, but that could have been one of the main reasons. But I also had my ex, who was actually one of the only ones that I dealt with, you know what I'm saying, My first fiance, I would say, she was the one that was the first person to actually like head on say, hey, this is, you got an issue. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really deal with it. I didn't deal with it right away, and so it didn't really hit me until how many years ago? Probably, let's see, probably around 2018. Sadly, right? Like I was born in 1987, so that makes me 38 years old. So from 1987 to about what 2018, I had an issue. And the only thing that really saved my teeth again was the fact that I was at the dentist every 6 months, so that helped. You know what I'm saying? But I still had bad dental issues, and so over time I had to learn how to take care of my own mouth. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if people would make good practices, that can save your teeth, because a lot of people be losing teeth and different things like that just because of bad dental things. So I'm gonna kind of give you a routine of what I actually do to take care of mine, and I don't have to deal with bad breath issues no more unless I'm eating garlic or onion. And I'll take that. If you say your breath stink because you eat because your breath smell like garlic or it smell like onion, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Because I eat a lot of onion and garlic because those are kind of like my favorite one of my favorite vegetables. So I eat a lot of garlic and onion, and all that stuff is good for you, but it can affect your breath. So if it stink for that reason, I get it. But if for every other reason, no. So this is literally what I do. I'll give you my personal routine. Maybe this will help somebody. So I'll start with at night. I'm gonna start it with at night, right? So at night, what I actually do, what I've been making practice of doing, is before I go to bed, after I've eaten everything or whatever for the day, my routine is that I go in and then I floss my teeth. And so there's two different ways of flossing, right? Well, maybe actually technically three. So you got regular floss that people use with the string, and you get in between your teeth and all that with the string, or you can get like the floss sticks, which is what I personally like to use, like the little floss sticks. They got little sticks with the string on it, and then you can kind of get in between with the sticks. And the third thing I think is water picking. And so some people, I think you can get in between there with the water pick. It's the same thing that the dentists use when they get that little machine that it's like it shoots out water, kind of like pressure water. I think that's called a water pick if I'm not mistaken. And so I've never experienced that personally, but that's what I've heard about that people use to get in between their teeth. So they get the water pick and they get in between. Right, so that's three different ways. So I do the floss stick. That's the first thing I do. Second thing I do is I actually go ahead and actually literally brush my teeth. But this is what I've learned to use is I get a toothbrush that has the little bristles in the back of the toothbrush, because that's a tongue scraper. So I've been using a regular toothbrush. I brush the front of my teeth, the top of my teeth, back of my teeth, all that good stuff. And then I turn around and get the little bristles on the back, and then I scrape my tongue. You know what I'm saying? I scrape my tongue and get all that stuff out, out of my mouth. What's crazy is for those who've never scraped their tongue before, it's a lot of debris, a lot of stuff that gets stuck on your tongue from the stuff you done ate all day. So that's another thing that's really attributing to a lot of people having bad breath is they don't scrape their tongue. You feel me? So that stuff be stuck on their teeth, bro. Like that stuff be stuck. I mean, not on the teeth, but that's yeah, on their teeth too. But that stuff be stuck on their tongue, and that's another thing that's probably making your breath stink. You know what I'm saying? So scrape that mug and get that mug off. And then what do I do after that? Um, that's usually the end of the nighttime thing, right? Because what you want to do is you want to get that stuff out of your teeth like before you go to sleep. And I think what's really messing people's breath up, you know what I'm saying, is going to sleep with stuff in your mouth. So all that stuff you've been eating all day, you got that stuff stuck in your mouth, and then you wake up with bad breath, and you got morning breath. And I feel like and actually I believe that's what morning breath is coming from. Is all that food you ate from the night before, days before, depending on your habits, and that stuff is stuck in your teeth, and it's making your breath bad. So you wake up with morning breath. Your breath is stinking because you got dead food and flesh and all that stuff in your mouth. All that chicken, all that fried chicken, all them steaks. You know what I'm saying? Shrimp, vegetables, fruits, whatever you've been eating. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is stuck in your teeth and it's been rotting in your mouth all night while you sleeping, and you wake up with bad breath. Well, you get that stuff out. Then what I do in the morning is oh, another thing I want to mention as well is the fact that when you get that stuff out of your mouth and you go to sleep, then that really protects your teeth from getting damaged. You know what I'm saying? So then when you wake up the next morning, what I've discovered, I think it was a customer that actually told me this, was what they call it, Oil pulling. I started oil pulling, and oil pulling really changed. I say changed my life, to be honest with you, because oil pulling is a process that'll help to heal different things in your mouth. And there's two different ways that I discovered. Well, actually, technically three ways of you can kind of like promote healing your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And so one is oil pulling. So what is oil pulling? Oil pulling is you get organic coconut oil. It's like the thick stuff to be in the jar. And I take about a half a spoon of that or a half teaspoon of that, and I put it in my mouth and I swish it around between 15 to 30 minutes. And I know a lot of people are probably like, but man, bro, that's a long time. Yeah, it is. Facts. It is a long time. But so what I do to keep myself busy while I'm doing that, when I get up in the morning, I get that half a teaspoon, put it in my mouth, and I'll get a chance to do other stuff to get myself right. So I don't know. Oh, the mechanic's here. Mechanic's here. Yo, mechanic's here. I gotta finish this. They open up in 5 minutes. So I'll try to make this quick. So yeah. So I oil pull for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then while I'm doing that, I'm able to do stuff I need to get taken care of. So I can get my clothes out, get my clothes ready. I can do my stretches. Most of the time I do stretches while I'm doing it. Like this morning, I stretched because I'm trying to make a better habit of stretching. That's what y'all need to be doing too. Well, at least this is what I would recommend: is stretch daily. You need that better blood circulation throughout the body. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it was making me cold, not having enough blood circulation in the body. So just eating stuff that promote blood circulation is one thing, but then you also need to stretch. So that's on the side mode. I'll probably do another video on that one in regards to stretching and what I've discovered benefits of stretching. Anyhow, back to the routine. Switch that thing around for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then what I end up doing is you don't spit that thing in the sink because it'll stomp up your sink. So what I end up doing is spitting that mug in a cup, or I spit it in the trash can, or I'll go outside and spit it outside. And then I'll take a little bit of water and then I'll swish it, and get it out. Then I go ahead and brush my teeth again. And I use a charcoal toothpaste, just like charcoal and black seed oil. And so I brush my teeth again with that. So let that be the routine. That's has really helped to like heal things in my mouth, and as well as help keep my breath fresh. And then the other two things you can do to help promote like the healing of your gums and all that stuff is you can do iodized salt and baking soda. You can do them together. You can do them separate. And sometimes I do them together, and that's been promoting healing to my gums and to my teeth. And so that's what I've been doing. And I guarantee if you were to do a version of that each and every day, you can stop dealing with bad breath. And so I would also recommend, if you can, to brush your teeth again in midday to get some of that stuff out your mouth, just to help promote a clean mouth. And, switch around that salt and baking soda, and that'll promote healing. So you can keep your breath fresh. You can start healing your gums and everything like that. And then you can still continue to hit up the dentist like every 6 months. And if you do that, I think that'll help you. So that is my routine. I want to make sure I help somebody out there. And again, this is Mansuit Monday that I just want to promote healthy masculinity, manhood, and morale. And I just want to make sure I help men. So this is for the ladies and for the we definitely for the men. We ain't gotta, your breath ain't gotta stink. And there's something you can do about it. So I just want to help you and get you right for the right. So that's really it. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to talk about that, promote that, and I hope this helps somebody. I wish y'all to go back and watch this video if y'all want some advice and different things that you can do to help your breath and get you right. We ain't got to deal with bad breath, you feel me? So God bless y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Lego.